So, Coach, you're entering the season. You have a lot of returners in the club, both on the staff as well as the roster.
Yep.
How does that change how you prepare for the season as opposed to a year like last year where a lot of the faces and the environment was new?
In a big way. We're way more settled than we were last year, and we've added a couple really nice pieces. So I'm excited to see how quickly it comes together in preseason this year, but we're also not going to rush it. It's still a process. It's still, there's the getting to know you phase and building relationships on the field and off the field. But yeah, it gives us a much better starting point to have some continuity on the roster and the staff this year.
Absolutely. In terms of strengths, camaraderie, and the experience of the guys, what's different this year as opposed to what you had last year?
I think we added some experience through the spine of the team. That's going to help in a big way. I think the guys that are returning for a reason because they made big, real contributions. And I think we've added 4 or 5 players, some that haven't been announced yet, that are 23 and under with real high potential. And I think we saw what some of those high potential guys can do, like what Mo did for us last year.
Yeah, absolutely. And then last one, if you could say something to the supporters who are eagerly awaiting the start of the season, what would that be?
Get out to one of the preseason games. We're up in New England. Hopefully we'll be able to get the doors open for that one. We don't know yet. We'll certainly open the doors for our later preseason games with Portland and some others. And we want people to come out and see the team as early as they can. We're not home till the end of March, so that's going to be your first big opportunity.
So you've had a lot of success as an attacker in your career, including at Trinity Health Stadium last year. How does it feel for you to return to play at Hartford this time on the other side of the pitch?
No, yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I see the culture when we went to go and play Trinity at Trinity Health. I mean, you see the camaraderie. Even playing against them at the end of our game in the Open Cup, we got into a little bit of scuffle. So you can see the togetherness in these boys. Definitely a little a little odd feeling, playing. It kind of feels like I'm playing with the rivals, but now I'm here and like you guys have taken me in as part of the family, so I'm excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What excites you the most about this group of guys, your new teammates, as you're looking around the locker room, meeting everybody?
A lot of experience. I see. In my old team, I was one of the younger guys. Now I'm one of the younger guys, so I'm taking it all in. A lot of experience from guys, different countries, different clubs. So yeah, I'm definitely biggest part of grateful for that part. Coming here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then obviously growing up in Connecticut, growing up in Norwalk, Connecticut's home for you. What does that feel like to play for a team in your home state?
No, yeah, I mean, I've always known about Hartford, so I'm excited to play in my home state and have all my fans, I'll have all my family come in and watch the games.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then last question for you: if you could say something to the supporters in your home state as you get ready for the season, what would that be?
No, I was just saying to be excited. Big things ahead. I know last season we didn't reach the goals that we wanted, but this is a new season and ready to go.
For you. So you talked before about playing in Jamaica as a younger player alongside some guys that were older. Now you come back as a veteran. You've been here before. You return to Hartford, and you have some more professional experience than some of the younger guys in the club. How has that changed the way that you view yourself as somebody in the locker room?
Honestly, it's just play a guiding role. These guys they have some experience, like they're younger, but they have quality. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just come in here and think that because I have experience, I'm going to walk over them. They push the tempo. That's why Coach brought them in the first place. And I think their confidence also brings confidence to the older guys, because if we know we could trust them, then we could play more freely. And then that's how we left last season, and we want to pick up the momentum from the start this time.
Absolutely. And then obviously having so many returning guys and then so many new guys as well, it can be a unique culture in that locker room. How do you go about building those new relationships and then integrating the new guys into something that you returners have started to build?
Yeah, I think we start by having some team meetings, talk over rules. We have a little court system that we set fines that definitely set the tempo. We have a standard. We have gym time, specific gym time. Everybody has to be in gym at the same time. Once that happens, then the guys could talk, we could laugh there. In the morning, we're all eating breakfast, we're playing ping pong, we're watching highlights, we're making fun of each other's team. If your team lose, you probably don't want to be in the cafeteria watching the highlights. Little stuff like that. And then off the field, every now and then we get together. I think that kind of speeds up the process of getting the camaraderie going.
That's awesome.
That's good.
And so last question, there's a lot of fans, supporters who loved watching you on the pitch last season. What would you have to say to them as they're getting ready to watch you again this year?
I would say to look for something great this year. I mean, the standard was there last year. We had a poor start, but we had 24 new guys. This time we have the core back and we had some very solid pieces. I think you should look for more exciting games, and we're not just pushing for the playoffs. We're trying to make a run for it, But this year we're more focused on the attention to details and getting everything right, keeping everyone healthy. We're still missing a few key players, but as you can see, the energy is good. So when they come, I think it's only going to get better.
All right, Becky. So last year your season was cut shorter than you would have hoped it to be. How are you feeling going into this year?
I mean, I'm fully rested, confident, and just ready to get go.
Definitely. And obviously that setback, how does that affect your energy and your motivation to get back into the field this year?
Honestly, I took that injury as like a positive. I needed time to like think about a lot of stuff, including my game. So I took that injury as a positive to just come back stronger, to be honest.
Absolutely. This offseason, is there anything that you've been working on personally that you're really excited to bring onto the pitch this year?
I would say just like my weaknesses, which was one of them was like my strength. So I definitely was in the gym, working on my core. So yeah, I would definitely say my strength. Yeah.
Awesome. And then to all the supporters who have been very, very patient and waiting for you to get back onto the pitch, what would you say to them?
You'll be entertained. You already know that.